Happy Monday, y'all. Happy Motivational Monday, right? So, let's start off with my goals from last week. My goals from last week were one, I'd go to the gym at least 3 times, which I did. I actually went 4 times at least this past week. So I accomplished that. My second goal was finding me time, spending time on myself, not focusing on others or even focusing on helping others out. Just focusing on myself. Which, yes, that sounds rude and selfish at first, but it's actually very important and crucial that you find some alone time for yourself every now and then, and that you think and meditate on what you're thinking and why you're thinking, and like what's going on in your life and what you need to decide upon and stuff like that. Like, for example, I learned that I need to voice my opinion more often. My legitimate opinion, not my sarcastic opinion, but my legitimate opinion from time to time. I've been very timid very often, which there's a time for refraining from speaking one's opinion, and there's a time to voice one's opinion. I need to understand to figure out which one's better, which one to do at the right time. I mean, you don't want to talk constantly about everything because, well, a fool is counted wise until they open their mouth, right? So, it's foolish to voice your opinion on everything. You just are considered opinionated. Oh, so I did that. Then my third goal was to read the Bible at least one chapter every day for the whole week. I actually failed that. I only read 4 chapters out of the Bible, which is really sad because there are some chapters in the Bible that are freaking easy to read. They're like shorter than See Spot Run. And I'm not even kidding you. Like in the book of Psalms, there's like some books that are mad, or some chapters that are mad short. And then there's other books in the Bible that are literally like 1 or 2 chapters. So, yeah. I actually found it easier to go to the gym or work and do DoorDash on the side, or go do martial arts, or watch a video on YouTube, or even just be stuck in my own head rather than just getting into the Bible. So, yeah. So, I failed that. That means I'm just going to have to redo it this coming week. Alright, so today's topic for motivation is integrity. Alright? Now, that's actually a very important thing, especially if you look at my previous videos on self-love and self-respect. I'm pretty sure there's another video, but I can't remember which one. Oh, well. But it's very important because integrity really holds all those together, right? Well, what is integrity, right? Integrity is an honest person and someone of high moral compass or guidance, right? So you ask yourself, how are you full of integrity? Well, for example, the Bible speaks on let your yes be yes and your no be no. All right? How often have we said yes to something and then not do it? And then how often have we said no to something and then go ahead and do it? Or we've been told not to do something and then we say, oh, don't worry, we're not going to do it. And then we still end up doing it. All right? That's not consistency, and that's not really integrity on our part, because we're not abiding by our word. All right? Like a man or a woman of integrity, you can hold them to their word. All right? That's one of the things that we always view into a character of somebody with integrity is their word is their bond. It's as good as gold, right? At least that was an old adage. Like, for example, how often, all right, have you gone to make plans with a friend or with that special someone, all right, and then they decided to cancel at the very last second, even though beforehand they already said, oh, you don't worry, I will be there. We're going to hang out, or we're going to go to that concert, we're going to go on that road trip, or whatever. Yes, I understand there are some circumstances where life really does get in the way. But when it comes to integrity, right, and keeping your word, you should still keep your word with your friends. Because every single time that they've canceled plans, you get upset and annoyed, right? Same thing with, like, for a boss. Like, if you ask them to, like, submit paperwork for you, or, like, put in a request off for you, and they say, oh, yeah, you don't worry about it, I'll put it in for you. Or even for that raise, say, oh, don't worry, I'll put that raise in for you. And then they don't. It gets us really upset and annoyed. And then coworkers, you ask them, they'll say, oh, I'll put that paperwork in for you, or I'll stock that for you, or something like that. And then you don't do it, then you get annoyed because they didn't do what they said they would do. Or if they were going to cover your shift, and then they cancel the last minute, and then you get yelled at by your management of, why isn't your shift covered? And you're like, well, I did, but the person that said they'd cover my shift canceled the last moment. So we get annoyed with that. It's very annoying and frustrating, right? Well, we also got to think, well, we shouldn't get too annoyed or frustrated with them, because then we got to think, how often have I done the same thing to them? How often have I done the same thing to others? How often have I not been a person of my word? Right? How often have I been a person who my yes has not been a yes and my no has not been a no? And a lot of times, a lot of us, instead of letting our yes be yes and our no be no, we'll just slide in with the maybe. Maybe's just as annoying, if not even more, because then that leaves an atmosphere of anticipation and wondering of, okay, are they or are they not going to follow through with this? And it's even more annoying if you use a maybe when you already know and made up your plan in your head. Oh, I'm not going to spend time with that person. I'm not going to hang out with them. So that's even ruder. And that's... Hold on, let me put this light back on. That's not the light. There we go. Oh. It's rude and inappropriate. Now, another part of integrity is a person of good character, or a moral compass, right? It's obvious. Don't cheat, right? You shouldn't cheat on a test, because in the end, the one you're cheating is yourself. You're not really learning anything from it. But the biggest one is cheating on your significant other. You should never do that, because you are going to scar them and hurt that person in ways that you don't even understand. And even if you were cheated on, that's still no excuse or reason for you to cheat on somebody else. All right? Before you cheat on somebody, you should end that relationship, because you generally do not care about that person, in my opinion. Yes, I can understand alcohol can be involved and you can be tempted, but we're supposed to flee temptation. We're supposed to flee youthful lust, right? You shouldn't cheat on someone. That's just 100% wrong. All right? And then stealing, well, that's an obvious thing. Don't steal, because you're stealing another person's means of income, ability to put bread on their family's table, or meat, or milk, or something, or for them to be able to buy something that they wanted. It's not right. Also, you shouldn't be stealing time from your boss either, who is paying you to work. But if you are literally waiting a little longer to clock out of work, you're literally standing around doing nothing, and he's paying you to do nothing, which employers are not paying people to do nothing. All right? Especially if there's always something to do, usually. All right. And then Can't really think of anything else with integrity. Just a person that does the right thing, really. A person that keeps their word, that their yes is a yes, their no is a no. Like, for example, a lot of people in society nowadays, their no will be a yes, like due to peer pressure with stuff like drugs, right? They know that's bad for them. At first, the first time they're offered, they always say, "No, I'm not. Not gonna do drugs." And then eventually they fall into peer pressure and then start doing drugs. Kids, don't do drugs. Stay in school. Uh, but that's an example of a no not being a no and ending up to a yes. And a lot of times we'll give a person a yes, and then we choose to not follow through on it in the end. Like as I said earlier, that's annoying and frustrating. Oh, I'm gonna wrap this video up. So my goals for this coming week. Again, it's gonna be a consistent one. Go to the gym at least 3 times this week. All right. And then second one, read a chapter in the Bible every single day. This week, I'm gonna follow through on this one. All right. And then the third one, I'm gonna get a haircut because I need one. I've been putting one off. So yeah, I'm gonna get a haircut this week. Also, if you're noticing a little stash on my upper lip, that's not actually deliberate. The only reason why I have this pedo stash going is because I got burned on my lip right there this past weekend at work, and there's a slight blister there. I don't want to shave on it because I don't want to rupture it and risk it scarring the rest of my life. So yeah, that's why I'm rocking the pedo stash for a little bit. Sadly, I can't rock a stash. I can rock a beard. I rock a really good beard, but I cannot for the life of me rock a stash. So, oh well. Y'all have a wonderful day. Have a blessed Monday, blessed week. Be safe. Stay motivated. I hope this helps any of you. And again, this is not calling really anyone out. This is more for me, my own accountability, all that jazz. If stuff sticks to you, well, it sticks to you. See if you can change. That's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to change to a better me. That's the purpose of these videos, right? Peace.